Hey guys, it's Stephanie. I'm here with a real quick, not prepared for update. It's not really an update, I'm sorry. This is like me on a little mini rant, just really quickly. I went out to eat last night with some of my girls, and just something kind of interesting happened. Um, and I'm not saying that they're not behind me. I totally think that they are. But they had a lot of questions for me last night. I went out with four of my best girlfriends. They're all big girls. We're all big girls, you know. And we went out to a local steak restaurant, kind of a food funeral kind of thing, because they knew I'm getting ready to go on my pre-op diet. But one of the things I was explaining to them about how this is all, I'll be able to eat. This is a 2-ounce little cup, solo cup. And I said, I'll be able to eat maybe 1 to 2 of these. It'd be my portion size per meal. And one of the girls said, well, if you can do that and lose weight, why can't you just do that without having the surgery? Why do you have to have the surgery to lose weight with that? Like, why can't that just be your meal and that be enough? Which surprised me, because this gal is almost 300 pounds herself. So I kind of had to go and explain, because I know me, I can do that 1 or 2 meals and I'm done. I want to eat. I'll get hungry, and Katie bar the door when I get hungry. Another one of their comments was, you don't look big enough. You don't look big enough. Why do you have to have the surgery, Stephanie? You just don't look big enough. And I said, I'm 307 pounds. How much bigger do I have to be? And this is not the first time. Actually, somebody said that to me the other day. I went over and had dinner with some friends, and a coworker was there, and she says, well, I don't know you, but you don't really look big enough to have that kind of surgery. So I'm not sure what in people's minds. Maybe you have to, I'm considered morbidly obese. My BMI actually did drop. It was 46 and it's 45 now. So maybe you have to be in the super morbidly obese before people consider you, knife worthy. I don't know. Another thing I explained to them that the food therapist had told me is, you are a addict. You're a food addict. And, one of my girlfriends was just like, well, I just don't like that she told you that. You are not a food addict. You're not a food addict. Why would she tell you that? Because I am. It's like, well, that's your opinion, but yeah, I am. I know I am. I eat for the love of eating, not even because I'm hungry. I eat if something tastes good and I know it tastes good. I eat it because it tastes good, not because I'm hungry, because it tastes good. She said, well, I've never seen you eat copious amounts. I've never seen you eat a lot of food. Well, I have, but she's a big eater, so maybe she just hasn't realized it. And maybe I just eat those big amounts when I'm not with them. I don't know. I think I eat pretty much the same wherever I go, but, I don't know. Anyways, the bottom line, what they said, I'm looking at my notes if anybody's wondering, because I just had a couple of things. I wanted to bring that out, but, the bottom line was, they said, look, you have had months to prepare for this, but you only told us about this last month. And they were right. I didn't tell anybody because, there are so many hoops that you have to go through. Everybody knows that. There's so many hoops you have to go through with insurance to get to the place where, your surgery's probably going to be approved, and then you find out for sure it's going to be approved. And I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want to tell them and then it'd be like, well, they canceled it. I don't know. I just didn't want to do that. But I started thinking to myself, well, I know I'm having surgery to lose weight, but just like how? Why? I guess the why not, maybe. Why not have surgery? This morning I was taking my shower, and I had a few things to remind myself. I had a piece of lettuce in my mouth. This is betamethasone. This is econazole nitrate. I pay $10 each copay for these. This is cream for fungal rash because the over-the-counter doesn't work for me, and the There's another kind that's pretty popular, Lotrazine or Lotramin or something like that. It doesn't work for me either. So my doc had to up the ante. I have to use both of these together. I have to use these almost every single day. This is diaper rash ointment. I have to use this in my inguinal creases and sometimes under my knee creases every day or almost every day to prevent them from getting rashy and icky. This stuff doesn't work as well for some reason. This works better. It's more preventative. I use this every single day, every day, period, with or without the creams. If I've got an outbreak of rash, which usually is about 4 to 5 days a week, believe it or not, usually 4 days a week, if I have an outbreak of rash, either under my armpits, under my breast, under my panties, my apron, I have to use this. If there's no rash, I always have to use this anyways. I use this with the cream or without it. I will be so ecstatic if one day I come to a point where I don't have to use any of this stuff anymore. I've done it for so long, it's just second nature, but my showering takes like a half an hour because I have to do that. I have to dry off, the whole procedure, put all the stuff on. I envy people who can go in and take a 5-minute shower. That's just one thing, you deal with the rashes. I have to cut the necks out of my sweatshirt, out of my t-shirts, because I can't stand anything around my neck because my neck is so fat. My face, here's a huge one. I don't even know what my face looks like anymore. It has been so long since I have seen my real face without all this. Like 19 years old, I think. I have a picture of me when I was 19 and I had a thin face after I had my surgery for that tumor that basically sucked the life out of me, and I had it removed, and I was thinner. I was like size 11, 10 or 11. And then I just slowly gained it back up. That's the last time, and I'm 46 years old, so that's the last time I remember seeing my face. So anyways, just, swelling feet constantly. I work from home. I'm a medical coder, so I sit at my desk every day. And I have achy backs. I have a herniated disc. I've already had surgery once for herniated disc, and I have another one. I have no energy. I have no energy even to vacuum or mop my floor. My son does it once in a blue moon because I can't do it. Number one, it kills my back to do it. Number two, it wears me out. I've hired housekeepers even to do it. So these are all the things. These are all menial things. These are not life-endangering things necessarily, although the rash probably could be. These are just things that, this is why I have to have the surgery, in addition to the diabetes, the hypertension, osteoarthritis. In addition to those complications, there's all these other little things that people who are thin take for granted, that they never really experience. And I think not just people who are thin, but even people who are heavy maybe don't have to deal with those kind of things. So, I was fielding these questions like I felt like I was doing the tennis ball thing last night, knocking the tennis balls. Every time they threw one at me, I'd say, well, because da-da-da-da-da. And, at the end of the night, they all hugged me and said, we love you. And, we just are trying to process this. I understand. And I know they love me. But it was interesting. I didn't expect it. I did not expect their reactions last night. I didn't expect the why do you have to do it? Can't you just lose weight on your own kind of reactions. Every one of those girls have been on a diet at some point in their life, and there's at least a couple of them that are on diets perpetually, chronically. So, anyways, interesting. Side note, before I get off of here, and this actually is not for my benefit, this will be for anyone who might care to watch and who doesn't already know this. I've been trying out a lot of different protein stuff. Hang on. Okay, did you hang on? Hopefully you're still here. So here's what I've learned so far. This is nasty with a capital N and a capital Y. It's horrible. It has this horrible, horrible aftertaste that tastes like really gross saccharin. It's nasty. So I got the bottle version of the chocolate of the Muscle Milk, and it was okay. It was tolerable. Wasn't great. It was tolerable. Got the powder version of it. I haven't tried this yet, but my son tried it the other day. Actually, I did try it. I think I did sip it. And it did have a little bit of the aftertaste of the strawberry, but not as pronounced. But my son said after a few gulps, he said, "Mom, it's horrible." So, paid 20 bucks for this. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. I did get this the other day, and I don't remember if I showed this in one of my other videos or not. So, if I did, forgive me. But, got this from GNC. It's not bad. It's okay. I did make the mistake of putting it in my Magic Bullet, trying to froth it up. And it kind of frothed it up too much. I think next time I'll just use my little shaker cup. So, but it's not bad. It was lumpy. It did leave some lumps. I'm not crazy about that. And then I did try the Quest bar. I think I did put this on the other video, but just in case, because sometimes I make them and I delete them and then redo them. The Quest bar, I did do the cookies, chocolate chip cookie dough. It was awesome. And I did a Pro Max. Whoa, it was horrible, horrible, horrible. This is going to be my lifesaver. Oh, do you hear the angels singing? This is amazing. I would drink this if it wasn't a protein shake. It just has a yummy, thick, shaky kind of taste. It's so good. I'm going back to get more. This is what I had for breakfast. 23 grams of protein. I don't even know how it can have these specs, really. 1 gram of sugar, only 120 calories, and only 8 carbs. This stuff is freaking awesome. If you haven't tried it, I got this at Meijer's. I don't know where else you buy it from because I just saw it at Meijer's the other day. I'm going to go back and see what other flavors they have. There's no aftertaste. It just tastes wonderfully yummy. And maybe that's because of trying this. Anything's an improvement. I don't know, but this stuff is awesome. So, all right, I'm done. That was my rant. I didn't prepare to do this, but I am, for the sake of chronicling, is that a word? Chronicling everything. I decided to go ahead and put this out there because I kind of want to remember. When I look back, I want to remember this is what my friends were saying. This is what their reaction was, kind of thing. All right. Full steam ahead, guys. Bye.